Hi, some thoughts for today, the Feast of Christ the King. There's a story of a rabbi who asked his disciples how they could tell when night was over and dawn had broken. "When you can tell the difference," said one, "between a dog and a sheep in a distant field." "When you can see in the distance a tree," said another, "and can tell whether it's a fig or an olive." "No," said the rabbi to both of his disciples. "It is when you can look on the face of anyone you meet and recognize them as your brother or sister, then dawn has broken. For until you do that, it is still dark." It is still dark. It is still dark. That is not a nice place to be. Going somewhere for the first time and searching for a familiar face, and there is none. So search again and do a quick scan for perhaps a welcoming face. When I first started my work as Heathrow's Church of England chaplain, I hated it if I approached a solid door. I much preferred a door with a glass panel in it, and I could see the layout of the room before I entered. Was it open plan? Was it split into cubicle offices? Could I see the person I was meant to be visiting? Then once inside, I was the same with the people in the office. Did their eyes betray a welcome, or did they resemble that solid door? Did their eyes act as a window to their soul that displayed a warmth, or were their eyes down, not making contact? I can remember from the time I spent on a kibbutz farm in Israel and going out into the wilderness of Judea. Here, the Bedouins lived as they had done for centuries, looking after their sheep and goats. Only to look at these animals from a distance, it was impossible to see which was a sheep and which was a goat. The sheep definitely did not look like the ones I was used to seeing at home. Even up close to my untrained eyes, it was hard to tell the difference. So I could go into an office or a warehouse at Heathrow, and initially everyone looks the same. Initially, we can have no idea what is happening in that person's life, what burdens they are trying to carry, what they are feeling, how they are being treated, whether it be at work or out of work. We just do not know. It's only when there is an opportunity for heart to speak to heart that burdens can be shared, and that a fragile light can appear in someone's darkness. Throughout this year so far, we've been brought face to face with some hugely different issues. The coronavirus pandemic has caused huge suffering. Also, the Black Lives Matter movement has brought to our attention the suffering of so many. So many individuals have lived behind closed doors. Lives closed to opportunity, closed to justice, closed to progress. These doors have been slammed shut by fear, by prejudice, by ignorance. Slowly the doors are beginning to open, and heart has an opportunity to speak to heart. God in Jesus tells us that we're all the same. We are his precious children. We are all in need of the warmth of a welcome, the need of someone's time, their sensitivity, their understanding, their compassion. The need for someone's eyes and heart to notice and to share our burden. Yes, we are all the same. But it is the loving heart that makes the difference. That is what Jesus is saying today. Those who are hungry for love, imprisoned by fear, sick with doubt, naked through a lack of self-worth, a stranger alone and cold, are longing for a heart that notices, a heart of love that can make all the difference. Until we open our hearts, it is still so dark. Never underestimate the brightness of your heart when it shines. Keep well, keep safe, and God bless.